You're listening to Catholic Chicago on WNDZ 750 AM. During the next hour, the Archdiocese of Chicago brings you programs about the people, events, and issues that touch our lives. Welcome to Catholic Chicago.
I got to ask you, one break or two?
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another, dare I say it, exciting broadcast of Diakonia, a call to service. Diakonia is the Greek word for service. It's also the root word for deacon. My name is, as you can see on the screen if you're watching this on YouTube, my name is Deacon Richard Hudzik, and it's my privilege and joy to serve the Archdiocese of Chicago as Vicar for Deacons in the office of the Diaconate. I'm also assigned as deacon to work and pray and play with the good people in Westchester at Mary, Mother of Divine Grace Parish. And joining me, I had a brain cramp there for a second, and joining me as per normal is Deacon David Brentzick. He is the Associate Director of the Office of the Diaconate, and he also serves as deacon at Holy Guardian Angels Parish in Brookfield and LaGrange Park. How are you today, David?
Wonderful.
Great.
Hello, everyone.
Great. So this is a show that the Archdiocese has graciously allowed the Diaconate Office to bring to you, to the listening and viewing audience, something of what's going on in the Diaconate in the Archdiocese of Chicago. We strive mightily not to pat ourselves on the back. That's not the point. But the point is to have you walk with us and share with you some of the things that deacons are doing so that you might walk with us and join in some of our endeavors and some of our ministries. So we want you to, so to speak, try on for size some of the things that we're doing. Now today we've invited two, they're not brand new, but they're pretty close to brand new deacons. They were ordained in the year 2020. We have joining us Deacon Ed Shipp and Deacon Christopher Parker. Chris and Ed, are you out there in the internet ether radio land?
We are indeed, and good morning.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So,
good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
Morning.
So the Christopher Parker, identify yourself and where you're serving.
Morning, everyone. I serve at St. Barnabas Parish in the Beverly neighborhood. Very happy to be there and serve the people of St. Barnabas as we start to come around and return to somewhat of a normal lifestyle that we had before.
Yeah. Now, remind me, what was the date of the ordination? If you can
26th of September, 2020.
Okay. All right. So we're coming up. We're not yet at a 1 year anniversary, but okay. And Ed Shipp, state your name for the record and where you're serving.
Ed Shipp, Mary Seat of Wisdom in Park Ridge,
And you
where I've been a parishioner for 34 years and a baby deacon for almost one.
Okay. Congratulations and welcome to the fold. I wonder if both Chris and Ed, you can take turns and we can do this alphabetically. I guess that's Chris. Tell us a little something about yourself, your home, your family, and some of the things you might be doing at your parish.
I'm a lifelong Chicagoan. I was born and raised in the West Lawn neighborhood, St. Mary Star of the Sea Church.
White Sox or Cubs?
That really started my formation way back then. I did a lot of service in church, and back in the mid 70s, we moved out to Oak Lawn and started to form my family. And we're members of St. Germain Parish in Oak Lawn for many, many years. And been married to my wife for 34 years. We have 3 beautiful adult daughters who are living their lives and making it happen in this world. I was so happy to be able to go over to St. Barnabas and work with some different people in a different parish setting and a different environment there. So everything is good. I was engaged in law enforcement for 30 years. And then after I retired, now I work as a maintenance person for a large real estate company. Okay. So, and I love the work I'm doing now.
Yeah,
I love law enforcement, but it was time to go and change.
I just an anecdote. We had a meeting with the class of 2020 a few 3 weeks ago, and there was some kind of disturbance. Some person who was kind of lost touch with reality. A stranger was sticking his head in. So I was relieved to see that officer or lieutenant or commander or whatever, Chris Parker was. He had our back, so
he sprung into action.
He sprang into action. So I'm it's good to have you. We're gonna bring you to all of our meetings because we need the protection.
Fine by me.
All right. Okay. All right. Good. Ed Ship, tell us something about yourself, your background and family and such.
Yeah. So I also had started my life as a native Chicago in West Rogers Park, St. Margaret Mary Parish. I've been married for 37 years to my wife, Mary. We have 3 adult children, 2 boys and a girl. We have our 1 grandson who is 2 years old. And that's my oldest son. My middle son will actually be married in October. And so our family continues to grow and expand. Like I said, I've been in Mary Seat of Wisdom for a while. Was involved really as a lay minister in the parish council, was a lector, extraordinary minister of communion, and like Chris, in the church choir. And so after ordination, or actually during the process of formation, I became more involved in ministers of care, and that's actually a ministry that I lead today in my role as deacon. I'm pleased to also, I do a monthly communion service at a nearby retirement home. That was also started during the COVID process. I'm going to put my light on so it knows I'm active. And then I lead a small group monthly men's meeting. We get together, watch a video, reflect on it, share sort of our faith experience. So those are the kind of things I'm involved with today.
Now, Ed, I have to ask, does your office light often go off due to your inactivity sitting at the desk?
It can't detect mental activity.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
Sometimes.
All right. Okay. Good. All right. Now, you both are graduates of the Institute for Diaconal Studies, Mundelein, University of St. Mary the Lake. How long did they have to put up with you both up there?
Well, for me, I started out, it was probably about a 6 or 7 year process, I believe. I started out with another cohort, and life sometimes just catches up with you. Mm-hmm. And the grind every day, and kids going off to college, and that put kind of a financial burden on our family. So I took on another law enforcement employment job and started doing some construction and that. And it just became too much. And the Holy Spirit said, then you need to go sit down for a little while. And that's what I did. Mm-hmm. Then again, I got pushed again and started to get shoved again. So I came back, and I came back to our 2020 cohort, and we're taken in with loving arms, and met a really, really wonderful group of people there, and they all became brothers and sisters to my wife Eileen and I.
Oh, that's great.
It was quite a process. But
that's
it
good.
Out for the best.
All right, we're going to shuffle off to a quick break, and then we'll be back. And I want to pick up a little bit with Ed, and we'll take it from there. So stay tuned.
Give my life, if
have an old bicycle that's not being used? Consider donating it to Catholic Charities Veterans Bike Project of Lake County. Skilled volunteers are refurbishing bicycles to make them safe and ready to be used by veterans to get to and from their new places of work. We also gratefully accept financial contributions that are used to purchase bike helmets and other safety accessories. Our veterans have faithfully served the United States, and now it is our privilege to serve them. For more information on the Veterans Bike Project of Lake County, call 847-782-4219. That's 847-782-4219.
I feel special. I feel great. I got good grades.
We've seen a huge surge in our kids now meeting or exceeding grade level. Come check us out. You may have never thought we were an option before.
Like I have been baptized.
And we are back. Diakonia call to service. Deacon Richard Hudzik, joined by Deacon David Brensick. And on the line, we have two deacons from the class of 2020, Deacon Ed Shipp and Deacon Chris Parker. And we're just exploring a little bit quickly as to what they've seen over the past, 11 months now, I guess. And so just before the break, we were talking with Chris about his path through formation, and I want to turn to Ed. But before I turn to Ed, I wanted to ask Chris one question: the somewhat slower pace, although it occupies more and more of your life before you hit the ground and get to action. I wonder if the slower pace actually was a great blessing for you, because it's not like you're running through the program. You go away and you come back, and so I'm just wondering if that offered you an opportunity to re-engage with a wisdom that you didn't have first at the first start. If that you're more familiar with what was going to go on. And was there benefit to doing it that way?
I was kind of that's a great question. I was kind of like I was kind of stuck, and I didn't know, even through talking to my spiritual advisor and everything, I just got kind of stuck, and I think it happens to all of us. And when I came back, I looked at all my old notes and I reviewed everything, and I actually looked forward to what we had coming in our classes and that, because they switched the schedule up a little bit from when I had started. So it was enjoyable. Mm-hmm. And there was a lot of, pre-COVID, there was a lot of hands-on and a lot of classes that we met and stuff on Saturdays and that, and it reignited my my faith in the Lord, and also my it calmed the Holy Spirit down from pushing me along and constantly, what are you doing? I still get that, but I think it was a benefit to me personally. Not saying that the program, the time frame that it has isn't enough or is enough. But for me, it was right.
No, that's good.
And
that's good.
I listened to the Lord, and that was the most important part of my life.
That's terrific. Now, Ed, you did the traditional 4-year path. Am I right on that?
Exactly. Yeah, I was just going to comment. Yeah. So normally it's a year of aspirancy, which is intentional to be a time of really awareness. Learn about what the diaconate might mean. Your spouse, if you're married, is journeying with you for that entire first year altogether, so that both as a couple, you have your eyes open, you can talk about concerns, you can talk about, is the Spirit moving us as a couple through this journey? And then following the years of aspirancy, there's 3 years of candidacy. Okay. And so that would be the normal time frame for the Archdiocese.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good. Now I'm gonna step back a bit and ask Dave to jump in here, and he's got some things he wants to talk to you about. So take it away, David.
Well, granted, this past year has been a year like no other with the pandemic, but
How has this first year been for both of you? What have been the highlights for you? What experiences have really jumped out for you during this past year? Ed?
So for me, it was I would say a slow start. We ordained in September, and so I think I had expectations of, I'm going to get involved in a whole bunch of things, and the churches were just opening, and so that was sort of something to get used to, COVID related. One of the things that happened in the November time period is this one retirement home was looking for somebody to bring them communion. They had stopped the communion service back in January, February, and so it's something I'd wanted to do. I had done ministry of care work at a local hospital. Now as a deacon, I could do a communion service, and so for me, I was really excited because it was a niche. It was an area for me to get involved with that was new to us or new to our parish, and so that I felt like, okay, I'm finally giving back for fulfilling some of the duty or way to bring people to Eucharist, because I'm sure for a number of us, in those months when we could not receive the Eucharist, how longingly we'd be looking at the TV monitor, and we'd be anxious for that day when we could again consume Christ in our hearts, in our minds, body, and so that was really special. I know Chris and I have talked about the Triduum, going through the first Triduum as a deacon. I was there. There's another permanent deacon at my parish, and then there was a transitional deacon, and so we each took a different day of the Triduum, and mine was Holy Friday. And I can remember lying prostrate in front of the cross, and that bringing back memories of our ordination, and just reaffirming that we're laying ourselves entirely out for the Lord to be of service to Him. And so that first Triduum as a deacon was very, very moving. So.
Great. Chris,
I would say, and the last one I had was as a baptism. I did a baptism right after we were able to turn the baptismal fonts back on, and we could actually walk around. And so, doing the baptism with the font fully flowing, with able to move around and do all the movements of the rite, that was just a real special day.
Chris, how about for you?
I was doing communion services at church on my way to work. We had a 645 for all the commuters that would jump on the metro that's right across from our parking lot at church. And they kind of cut my teeth with homiletics with making these 3 or 4 minute homilies special to the people. And that came to a grinding halt, like everybody else's life did for so long. We had 3 different dates of ordination. That went by, but you know what? Now we're back. And that first day after ordination, when I served at Mass, it really opened my eyes. My entire family was there, and all these people that I had come to know and really care a lot about and laugh with and pray for were there in front of me now. Instead of me being with them, I was still with them, but they were in front of me. And we're looking forward now. I was really, really active in the choir ministry before, and now we're going to hopefully, fingers crossed, open in September, mid-September again, and start our practices. But the baptismal ministry is what I've been really, really, that's where the rubber hit the road for me with doing baptismal prep. Unfortunately, we have to do it all on Zoom, but just performing baptisms and just starting to meet people again and to engage with these young people and just see their fire about the baptism of their children. So it increased me too, because formation doesn't end with ordination. You can continually go through formation, I think, through your whole life as an ordained person. And it changes me every time I go to a baptism on a Sunday. I just walk away with a good feeling. And I concur with what Ed said. I served at the Triduum this past Easter, and it was amazing, so much so that my pastor had to kind of give me a nudge so I would get up off of the floor in front of the altar. I was captivated, but that was a real special moment, that first moment in vestments, and really, really being a part of the people's
Okay.
lives for such a special event.
All right, we're going to take up our.
Important event of our church.
We have to stop for a break, but we're going to take up our conversation right after our break here.
Not to be served, but to serve, to give my life, if you wish, to be the first you must see, to be a servant, to be a servant of all.
Caring adults make all the difference in the lives of adolescents. Catholic Charities understands this, and our mentorship program provides a free opportunity for youth living in Lake County to spend time, virtually, with volunteers who genuinely care about them. This program is ideal for youths age 9 to 12 who may need support navigating the challenges of childhood and early adolescence. Our amazing volunteers serve as friends and role models who help youth recognize their strengths and empower them to reach their full potential. Catholic Charities conducts a thorough background check on every volunteer, and our program coordinator closely monitors and supports each relationship. Mentoring is a fun after-school program that is totally different from remote learning. Virtual group sessions help youth enjoy fun activities with their peers, too. We're connecting youth with great role models. Join us today. To learn more, call 312-937-3375. That's 312-937-3375.
Welcome back.
Es fabuloso verlos.
Dobrze jest znowu być razem.
It's good to be together again.
After so many months apart, pandemic capacity limits have been lifted, and we want to welcome everyone back to church. We can all pray together again. And listen as our choirs lift their voices in song.
We've been together in spirit.
And now, when you are ready, our doors are open wide.
Nuestras puertas están abiertas de par en par.
Nasze drzwi są otwarte.
And we're here to welcome you back to Catholic Mass.
For to sit at my right hand or at my left is not for me to give, but for
Welcome back to Diakonia, a call to service. My name is Deacon Dave Brentzik, and I'm joined with Deacon Richard Hudzik, and we have two guests today, Deacon Ed Shipp and Deacon Chris Parker, who were ordained in 2020. Gentlemen, is there a scripture that comes to mind as you reflect on this first year that you have been a deacon? Something that has touched your heart as you reflected these several months. Chris?
For me, Psalm 139 pops up. The Lord, you search me and you know me. You discern my purpose from afar. So God is always looking out for me and helping me. And every day, when we say our prayers too in the Benedictus, the dawn from on high shall come upon us, and then it's like a new day every day. We have to do good, we have to be good, and we have to be the example that the people need to be a part of. And those two, I think about them quite often when I'm at work or when I'm saying my prayers. It gives me good vibes, and it strengthens me.
How about you, Ed?
From John, it was not you who chose me, but I who chose you. And so, I mean, I during the program and even now, I look out and there's this unworthiness to that I am a sinner, but the Lord chose me, and I come to do His will, and He chooses wisely. I don't always understand, but He's chosen me, and I've accepted the call, and The other one is, whatever you do in word or deed, do it for the glory of God, for the praise of Jesus, and that's what I seek to do.
Yeah. God's in charge.
Let me throw my personal scriptural pearl in, and this is one that I often refer to, but it's in John's first epistle, and I'll very radically paraphrase it, but it's something like, something we have seen, something we have heard, something we have known from the beginning. We share that with you so that our joy might be complete. It's just this, it's a sense of passing on something that we know that's dear to us, and we want to give it away. And it's not, mission's not accomplished until we do give it away. And I don't want to say selfishly, but the benefit of that is that it fills me with joy to be able to share that. It's like, let me tell you the good news, I guess is what I'm saying. I know, Dave, you got a pearl that comes to you, put you on the spot here?
Speak, Lord, your servant is listening.
Okay. Well, okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's good. Now, the purpose of the show is to inspire and help our listening audience. Let me ask you, both of you, is what in your experience this first year as a deacon, how does that lift up or encourage people in the pews? What can they take from your story over these past 11 months that will help them in their walk with the Lord? And any ideas on that one?
They scheduled me this year to preach on Father's Day, and it was such an honor to be able to do that. And I really, really thought hard about it from my life experiences and what I had to share with people now, and put my homily together and presented it, and saw nods coming from people, and especially one woman who lost her husband tragically this summer in a car accident. And she captured me when I was out in the narthex. She said, "Could I please get a copy of your homily?" Mm-hmm. And I gave her my paper copy that I had preached from and used my notes from. And that was, and we were good friends, all of us through our council at church and that. So that was a moving experience for me, and I hope she was able to get copies to her sons away at college too. Mm-hmm. So that's just something that really struck me as special, that moment.
That's beautiful. Ed, how about you? What's a takeaway for those who are listening to you and Chris in your first year of experience?
Well, what became more apparent to me during my years of formation that I don't think I had appreciated as much is how all of us are called through our baptism to serve the Lord, to be the body of Christ. And we do that with the gifts and talents we've been given. And each of us need to answer, or should choose to answer, here I am, Lord, I come to do your will.
And we've got the servant song taking us out to close the show. And Ed, your comments are perfect. We're all called to service. And God bless you for your work and your many more years. And thank you, David, as always, for your good work with us. So Chris, Ed, God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you. God bless.
God bless.
The cup that I must drink. Are you willing? Can you be baptized like I have been baptized?